What if I told you that the single biggest energy user in a modern hotel is also the secret to unlocking massive savings and a much greener future? Today, we're going to dive into how artificial intelligence is completely changing the game for one of the most critical, yet often overlooked parts of hotel management: energy.
Hello and welcome. My name is, and I'm a specialist in hotel AI with a lot of experience in modern hospitality operations. I'm really pleased to welcome all the students from the European Hotel School to your online learning journey with us. We are genuinely excited to help support your professional growth in this amazing industry. So, to kick things off, we're going to start with a big question.
Just take a second to think about that. In a huge hotel, what one thing eats up the most power? And maybe more importantly, how do you make that system, think? The answer might not be what you expect. It isn't the lights, it's not the kitchens, it's something way bigger, and usually completely hidden from view. Okay, so the answer to our puzzle is hidden deep in the mechanical heart of the hotel. It's a true hidden giant, the chiller plant.
This thing is the absolute workhorse of the entire property. It's the reason every guest room, every ballroom, and the lobby feel perfectly comfortable. But all that heavy lifting comes at a massive energy cost. And that's mostly because, traditionally, these systems have been run with a sort of one-size-fits-all mindset, which, as you can imagine, is incredibly inefficient.
What this really means is that older systems are, let's be honest, kind of dumb. They run on fixed settings, which means they can't tell the difference between a cool, quiet morning and a blazing hot afternoon when the hotel is packed. They basically have one speed, full blast. This is the complete opposite of the dynamic, smart approach that we can use today. And that right there is the core of the problem. That inflexibility, it's not just a small issue. It leads to a constant, predictable, and frankly, enormous waste of both energy and money. So the question then becomes, how do we give this hidden giant a brain? Well, you fix it by giving the building a brand new brain. The most forward-thinking hotel engineers and operators are now using sophisticated AI platforms like OpenBlue from Johnson Controls to totally revolutionize how they operate. So OpenBlue doesn't just manage the system, it actually learns from it. You can think of it like a smart thermostat for the whole hotel, but on an absolutely massive industrial scale. It uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to turn the entire utility plant from just a blunt instrument into this finely tuned, self-optimizing operation. And it does this using a really simple but incredibly powerful process.
The AI basically follows these three key steps. First, it pulls in data from hundreds of different places, giving it this complete 360-degree view of what's happening. Then, using all that data, it predicts what the hotel is going to need in the near future. It anticipates the demand before it even happens. And finally, it acts on that prediction, making small adjustments proactively before they're needed, not after. That proactive approach, that's the secret sauce.
So what kind of data is this AI actually looking at to make these smart predictions? This is where it gets really interesting. It's not just checking the current temperature. It's pulling in real-time weather forecasts, it's looking at past and present occupancy data, it even knows about specific events on the hotel's calendar, like a big conference. And this is where the magic really happens. The AI connects dots in a way no human operator possibly could, second by second. It knows that a ballroom filled with 500 people at 2 o'clock on a humid day is going to need a lot more cooling. So it gets the system ready ahead of time, making sure guests are perfectly comfortable while using the absolute minimum energy needed. It's always proactive, never reactive. So, what are the results of all this? The payoff here is twofold. You get this powerful combination of incredible efficiency gains plus invaluable protection for your equipment. First things first, the savings. By letting the AI take the wheel, hotels typically see the energy costs from their chiller plant drop by 15 to 30%. For a big, full-service hotel, that can easily mean hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings every single year. That is a truly staggering number for any hotel budget.
And it's really important to get that this isn't just about saving money. I mean, for the hotel's owners, it's a huge direct boost to the bottom line. But for everyone, it's also a major step forward for sustainability because it dramatically shrinks the hotel's carbon footprint. But the benefits don't even stop there.
So, beyond all those savings, the AI acts like a 24/7 guardian for the multi-million-dollar equipment in that chiller plant. It's constantly listening, watching, and checking the health of the machinery. It's like a digital shield. It can pick up on tiny changes. a little increase in vibration, a subtle shift in friction, things that are completely invisible to a person. And by catching these problems weeks or even months before they become serious, it prevents catastrophic and incredibly expensive equipment failures down the road.
And this really illustrates a core principle for any modern hospitality leader. True operational excellence isn't just one or the other. You have to have both. Maximum energy efficiency working hand in hand with solid protection for your most valuable physical assets.
So here's the key takeaway. Using AI to manage a hotel's central plant, this is no longer some futuristic idea. It is the new benchmark. This is the standard of operational intelligence that will be expected of you as you become the future leaders of this industry.
And that brings us to a final thought. We've seen how AI can master the physical environment of the hotel, so now I want you to think about the next frontier. If this technology can perfect the building's climate, what could that same predictive, personalized intelligence do to perfect the guest experience itself? That is the challenge and the huge opportunity that's waiting for you. Thank you for joining me.